Scary dreams and how to get rid of them. Dreams are divided into three categories: just a dream, a nightmare, a learning dream, and a dream with some information, which is essentially a learning dream. When a person is asleep, his astral essence comes out of the body and hangs over it. Together with consciousness, our astral projection forms a dream. A dream is a kind of spherical area, like a virtual mini-world, in which certain actions and events occur. Most often, our sleep depends on the current events of our life, information about which is worked out in a dream. For example, a person really wants to go on vacation at the sea. At night, he has a dream in which he really went on vacation and stands on the beach. If a person's subconscious has a fear of drowning, the dream may turn into a bad way, where the situation will be simulated that he is about to drown. Feeling fear, the person begins to produce low-frequency vibration energy in the second dantian, physically beginning to feel the strongest discomfort, which in turn provokes a new production of low-frequency energy. At the same time, some amount of energy goes to the external environment. To prevent the loss of energy, a double comes to the rescue, which stands next to the area of sleep and tries to remove the negative scenario with its own consciousness. In order to remove this negative dream scenario, which the person invented for himself, the double must enter the dream with its own consciousness, either in the image of a person, or some other entity or object. In our example, it can be implemented in the form of a boat with rescuers. Seeing the boat, the person knows that he will be saved, calms down, and the dream scenario changes. This happens in cases when a bad dream is caused by person's inner fears and experiences. It is another matter when some entity deliberately stands next to a sleeping person and inserts its consciousness into their sleep in order to energize its second dantian. Such an entity sends a bad dream in which a person experiences various torments, due to which he begins to experience pain, fear, despair, hopelessness and other negative emotions. The person begins to produce low-frequency energy, and his tormentor is fed by his energy. In such situations, the double also comes to the rescue, but it may not react as quickly as we would like. If a person's consciousness is maximally suppressed by a nightmare, then the connection with the double is broken, and he will not immediately know what happened. Therefore, the help of the double can only come after some time. In this case, the person must confront the nightmare and the one who sends it. First, no matter how strange it may sound, you need to pull yourself together and stop panicking. Panic is the main enemy of sanity, and to assess the situation soberly, we need sanity and the ability to analyze. A person must understand and recognize that everything that is happening is just a dream, and in a dream he cannot drown or die in any other way. Secondly, in a dream, you can shout loudly and the person will wake up, because there will be a sharp release of energy, to which our consciousness responds by ejecting from the dream. You can also try to recognize the one who sends a bad dream. It will be present in the dream in the form of a person or object. Having recognized the aggressor, it will be possible to turn the dream scenario in the other direction. Dreams are very well shown in the movie, Faster Than Rabbits. The man leaves the house and goes to his car. Suddenly, he becomes ill and faints. Then the man finds himself in a strange and incomprehensible place. He doesn't know where he is, but the people he was thinking about in the last few minutes are with him in this dream. With the hero of the film and other people, different situations occur, but it periodically seems to him that he died and all this is the final judgment. And according to the dream scenario, the last judgment really appears. When the double finally appears to rescue the man from this dream, he comes in a bunny costume. All events begin to quickly improve, and the man says, "Yes, there are no such houses, this group has not been present for 5 years, they could not shoot a video." The double replies, "Well, I know you've already started to guess. You just died." The main danger for a person at the moment of death is to remain in their inner world. In this inner world, a person can be very long, if compared with our time, decades. And the double came to pull the person out of this state, otherwise he simply can't go further. In dreams, exactly the same thing happens. This is why the film is remarkable. It clearly shows how dreams work and how the double works. In the movie, when the person understands everything about himself, he returns to our world, but not in the physical, but astral, very close to our physical world, because he is already a soul. The double offers him, "Let's go." To which the man replies, "What do you mean, let's go? I have to drive." And they're leaving with the double. Of course, it was not a real car, the man just imagined the car, and he and the double went where he should go. Further. In the film, the person saw not a dream, it was a near-death state, but, like in a dream, he went to the astral plane. He invented all the situations that happened to him, forming a certain area in which events happen, with his consciousness. Everything is exactly the same as in the dream. If you have a bad dream, you need to realize that it is a dream and find the puppeteer. If there is no puppeteer, it is quite possible that this puppeteer is you, and you yourself came up with this dream scenario. When you realize this, you can slowly start changing the scenario, or you can shout loudly and the nightmare will stop. You probably won't be able to scream the first time, you need to train your subconscious mind to do this. If you have a nightmare, scroll through it in your head from beginning to end, but already consciously tell yourself, "I should have shouted and it would have stopped." Over time, your subconscious will remember this, and in the event of a nightmare, you will no longer think about whether to scream or not. You just scream and wake up. Along the way, replaying the dream again, consciously imagine that everything went according to a different scenario. Turn on all your imagination and come up with new, already joyful and positive events. You know, as in the joke, there is a shadow of a terrible fanged dog, but in fact there was a little puppy sitting and smiling. In the same way you can minimize the frightening or even reduce the fear to nothing. As one of the classics said, when it's funny, then it's not scary. Our dreams have one remarkable property. In a dream we are able to imagine that there is a certain person who can tell us something in life. We turn away and think that this person will be standing behind us, and when we turn around, he will be here, in front of us. This is how the double is called. In our dreams we can talk to them, ask them questions and get answers. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. All have a good mood and bye.